And an opportunity for these guys to get loose, find the range. We're almost at game time, folks. Thanks for joining us in honoring Martin Luther King Day. It's a very special presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And a look at the stats for Anthony Edwards.
And he's been locked in at the free throw line for sure. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. You just get that extra focus at the charity stripe.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ebb is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. And for Memphis, Dane and Jackson Jr. holding down the forward spots. Then it's Edey, then there's Ja Morant, and it's Wells in at the 2 spot. Well, Grant, I hope you're as fired up for this one as I am. Some of the league's most exciting talent on the floor.
Oh, my, man. I am most definitely up for this one. With the athleticism on both sides, there's going to be no shortage of highlights.
Now here's Morant. And Gobert with a block. And they'll get another chance. Offensive board. Edwards against Jackson. Randle outside. Cleared away by Wells. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him how Rudy Gobert alters their usual game plan. Coach acknowledged that he's a factor and said Rudy definitely demands more from us offensively. We have to be careful where we put our shooters with him waiting for swats. Coach thinks intelligent offense is what it takes to beat Gobert. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
And we're about a minute into the first. DiVincenzo against Morant. Can't hit that one. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. To the inside from 6 feet away. Randle can't hit.
Now there's your rim protection. That's how you defend the post.
Boy, he really anchors well on the block. Very difficult to back down.
A huge sigh of relief. 1 for 5 now. Let's see if they can keep it going.
And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
The free throw drops for Morant. And when it comes to the Grizzlies, they're a team that's hungry to take that next step, Grant.
Yeah, and they've got the core to do it, B.A. You got Morant, Bane, and Jackson. They're all all-star caliber players and still in their mid-20s. So they've got a lot of great chemistry and time to get it right.
3 straight misses to begin the game. Not the start they were hoping for.
Pass to Edey, kicks it out to Jackson. 6 to shoot, knocks it down from distance.
And you know, his team wants Jackson Jr. to keep taking these threes, knowing it'll help open up this offense even more.
McDaniels with it. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. And there's the screen. Pass to Edey. It's blocked by Gobert.
There is a reason his nickname is the Stifle Tower. Send it back, Rudy.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Now here's Gobert. Randle outside. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. Randle finds Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Well, there's a versatility that allows Julius Randle to play in pick and roll. Pretty pass to set up his teammate.
Morant against DiVincenzo. Outside Morant. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
McDaniels from long range. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, McDaniels has made himself a legitimate option from three-point territory. What a look there.
Back to Morant. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Morant's got 5 now.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. Over the last month, these rookies have been cleaning the glass. The 4th spot held by Zach Edey.
Hey, the way he's been aggressively attacking the boards, you have to think he's earned the respect of his teammates.
On defense, the Grizzlies. Outside Conley. Fires the 3. Morant with a defensive effort. The Grizzlies have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Bain. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
Yeah, and they did a lot of winning, Allie. Clock at 4. There's Bain. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Edwards looking for an opening. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Edwards. Gobert's got 6.
You love the touch from Rudy Gobert. He's put a ton of work into his offensive game.
Clark outside. Back to Morant. Down low. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Here's Randall. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Boy, there was plenty of contact down low, but Randall assertive and able to find the finish.
Clark outside. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Morant, the pass to Bain. Now here's Conchar. Guarded by Edwards. From 12 feet. Conchar can't hit.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again. It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Minnesota. They're up by 3. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And again, happy Martin Luther King Day as we return to the court here on 2K Sports. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. McDaniels out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Conley in at the point.
So you've got to chase Joe Ingles off that three-point line because he is lethal.
Jackson, the screen. Tries to spin move. Pippen, pass to Jackson. With the 10-footer. Jackson on the wing. Here's Pippen. And the three off target. Minnesota leading by 6. Conley with the ball. The layup off target.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Shoots from 12. Pippen, no good. Well, the Timberwolves shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Doris, you look at the tools McDaniels has on defense. He can be special.
He can. There's incredible length, the reach, the strength. McDaniels very much able to be a shutdown defender against the best offensive players in the game. Well, Mike Conley has proven a consistent three-point shooter in his career. Get a hand up, folks.
Pippen, pass to Aldama. Clark with a screen on Ingles. To the middle. Tipped. Lays it up and banks it in.
Boy, what great body control you saw there. Laying it up and in despite having the defense draped all over him.
Conley passes to Reid. Inside. Aldama with it. He's picked up by Conley. To the paint. Pippen, no good.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Conley finds Ingles. Here's Reid. And Naz Reid has proven to be a matchup nightmare for opposing big men, Doris.
He has, B.A., and the reason is he's bigger and stronger than most 4 men. Traditional 5s are too slow to stay with him. He can space you out to the three-point line, or he can punish you on the inside. Naz has got big-time game.
That one's off. About halfway through the year now, Doris. Some teams that started off well have run into trouble.
But Brian, doesn't it almost feel like an inevitability that over the course of such a long season, adversity is bound to set in? And sometimes it takes many forms. Sometimes it's as simple as an injury. Sometimes you've had a tough stretch of games, maybe 4 of 5, you know, on the road against tough competition, and then you get your confidence shaken a little bit. This is the beauty of the league. Winning is hard.
Now here's Bane. He played a great game against San Antonio. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Jackson.
And you have to admire the size and strength of Jackson Jr. Just fantastic work establishing himself inside and slamming it down.
Edwards against Bane. Reid a screen on Bane. Here's Edwards. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Free throw good, Edwards. And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly. He's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes.
And over the last 10 games, here's a look at the teams that have been putting up the most points. Second, the Grizzlies.
This team has been on an absolute tear offensively. It seems like they're able to find a shot every trip down.
Here's Morant. He's got 5. Pass to Jackson. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
And that was good defense. But in the end, Jackson Jr. keeps his focus.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Reed with it. Shoots over Jackson. Reed, good. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
Boy, Naz Reid able to concentrate and finish despite incredible defense.
Morant with a screen on Reed. Outside Bain. Pass to Morant. The three is up. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. And here's Edwards. 4-3. Now here's Gobert. Now Alexander Walker. Yet to see a basket. Here's Reed. Here's the three. And Morant clears the board. And there's 1:38 left in the second period. Bain, no good.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Edwards, no good. Grizzlies trail by 9. Pass to Wells. Now Morant. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Reed. Conley with the ball. Guarded by Morant. The kick out to Edwards. Again, the miss by Edwards.
And just unable to get anything going tonight. I mean, his teammates have really bailed him out.
Wells, the pass to Clark. Jackson down low. Covered by Alexander Walker.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility. But I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it. As long as it helps his team get the win.
First free throw is good.
And the growth of Jackson Jr. is downright scary, especially defensively. This guy has been upping his game, and no opponent is happy about that.
Edey's checked in for Memphis. And so Jackson nails both of them.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
DiVincenzo on the wing, pounded by Morant. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. Blocked! 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Wells, the pass to Bain. And here's Morant. DiVincenzo covering. To the middle. 6 on the shot clock.
Excellent tempo on the play, and he leads his teammate perfectly.
Now here's Edwards from deep three-point land. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The T-Wolves on top, up by 5. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. I'm joined with Coach Taylor Jenkins. What's the focus as you look forward to the second half?
Just ignite our pace. You know, everything starts with our defense. Can we pick up our activity? We got to get some stops. Got to keep them off the free throw line. We got to get out and run. They're showing a great crowd in the paint, but just trust the pass. Everyone's got to trust each other, get multiple actions, get some good looks, and hopefully they fall for us.
High expectations for Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break. Ready for the second half.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket. And what about you guys? Did you like to look ahead on the schedule, or did you take the one game at a time approach?
Well, I know Shaq liked to look ahead. He had to have his dinner reservations planned out way in advance.
Hey, eating well on the road is important.
And talking about our game, Rudy Gobert has been dominant in that first half.
I mean, Rudy Gobert, he's been the difference maker defensively and offensively. He's been the best player on the floor tonight.
The Stifle Tower having himself a game. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
Hey there, everyone. Glad you could join us on MLK Day on 2K Sports. Boy, how about Jaren Jackson? An impressive effort here today.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And again, happy Martin Luther King Day as we return to the court here on 2K Sports. Bain and Jackson Jr. holding down the forward spots. Then there's Ja Morant, then it's Edey, and it's Wells in at the 2-guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Morant, the pass to Wells. Down low. Here's Edey, defended by Gobert. Jackson outside. Pass to Morant. 5 on the clock. There's the triple. Oh, Morant sinks the triple.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
To the inside, Gobert. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
If he's operating in pick and roll, because Rudy Gobert is such a big target, it's hard to guard him.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Now here's DiVincenzo. No points yet. From 13, Edwards so good inside.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Morant against DiVincenzo. Pass to Edey. Jackson left side. Shoots over Randall. Jackson can't get it to go.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randle.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
When asked about Desmond Bain, Coach Taylor Jenkins said he's grown into a leadership role. Guys look to him because he sets an example. Bain said experience is the best teacher. Being in this league for several years, you start to find your voice and your confidence in things you know and say.
All right, Allie, thanks. Now here's McDaniels, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game.
Well, this is where the tremendous motor that Randall plays with helps him get rebounds.
Here's Morant. Pass to Edey. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Minnesota leading by 8. For 3, DiVincenzo. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. DiVincenzo's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And coming off arguably the best season of his career, Dante DiVincenzo on the rise, Doris.
No question about it, BA. Becoming one of the feared shooters in the game from three-point distance. He's bounced around a little bit, but had his best season on both ends of the floor. This guy is a tough two-way player.
Here's Randall after the basket by Memphis on the other end. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. For 3, Randall. Here's Gobert. Oh, ferocious from Gobert.
This guy has been a superb offensive rebounder. Gobert uses that size and positioning.
Pass to Wells. Back to Morant. Down low. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Memphis making a switch here. Konchar's checked in. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Ingles comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And Conley subbed in for DiVincenzo. 1:57 left in the third. Over to the wing. Randall against Jackson. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. And let's have a look at the two guards who have been the most efficient shooters over the last month. Desmond Bane, third.
And these guys are all assertive. They're willing to step up and take shots when their names are called. And this is what separates them from all the rest.
And a lot of times, those shots they create for themselves come right at the basket. As good a group of shooters as they are, they don't just settle for jumpers. These are players who are willing to attack the rim.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Moran against Conley. Lets the three fly. Memphis with a rebound. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Moran against Conley. Stolen by Reed. Here's Ingles. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. John Konchar picks one up.
Well, Joe Ingles, to me, specializes in mixing up his pace, and that's how he gets these calls.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
The first one falls.
What you love about Joe Ingles is he's going to give you a little bit of everything. He can score it, he can pass it, he can board it, and he can guard. Whatever you need, he's going to bring it.
Clark is checked in for Memphis. Pippen comes in for Desmond Bane. And Ingles drops them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
54 seconds left in the third quarter. Tough points from John.
And no one whips off the screen like Morant. Just so difficult to stay with him.
Conley looking for an opening. Outside, Alexander Walker. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face him. It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home. Here's Jackson. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Randall outside. Oh, and Jackson with the block. The third quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead, up 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And welcome back to our NBA coverage on this very special MLK Day. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Naz Reid out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Mike Conley. And it's Garza in at the center position, locking down the middle. And Minnesota has possession after the basket by Memphis on the other end. Reid finds Ingles. Back to Reid. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
This is showing the versatility of Naz Reid. Yes, he can make buckets from 3, but I like when he goes to work inside.
Aldama outside. High post Clark. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Alexander-Walker with the bucket. And now it's a 7-point Minnesota lead.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
To the middle. Here's Clark. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And Minnesota with some changes. Miller comes in for Garza, and Minot subbed in for Ingles. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Alexander-Walker. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Connects from downtown. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Now, Mike Conley, we know his pre-shot preparation is excellent. Catch and shoot bucket, yes, sir.
Up top, Bain, covered by Alexander-Walker. Wells, the pass to Aldama. Lets it fly from 18. Clark, no good. Minnesota leading by 8. And here's Conley. Uses the glass on the layup.
And a nice bump for their offense this half. Now shooting over 50% for the game.
Pippen, pass to Aldama. To the paint. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Reid.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Some changes for Memphis. Edey's checked in for Clark. Jaren Jackson comes in for Aldama. And it's Morant in for Pippen. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Here's Randall. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Here's Randall. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Outside McDaniels. Pass to DiVincenzo. Inside. Randall can't hit.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Jackson outside. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Minnesota. McDaniels passes to Randall. Randall with another miss.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight. Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Throw good, Edwards.
The beauty of Anthony Edwards, there's a lot of natural talent, but there is the work ethic and the willingness to be coached that will allow him to maximize his abilities.
Both shots good from the stripe. Grizzlies trail by 10. Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Bain. DiVincenzo against Morant. Down low. Edey. And he dunks it down.
Well, as soon as you recognize the size mismatch, you have to attack.
Now here's Edwards. Defense is right there. Basket's good.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Jackson with a screen on DiVincenzo. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Can't cash it in from close range.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Outside Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. And Edwards slams it in.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Timberwolves.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth, and in this game, it showed.
And with this one safely in the books, it'll mark their 23rd win of the year.
After losing the first game, they've come back and evened things up in this one. They'll play one more time in this season series after this.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Rudy Gobert.
And I love how active he was on the glass. Not afraid to get physical and do whatever he could do to grab boards.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Randall. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Left side, Edwards. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Here's Morant. Throw it down on the lob.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Edwards. Edwards is doubled. Back to DiVincenzo. Now here's Randall. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. Oh, and Gobert powers it home. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Rudy, you guys came to play tonight. Can you talk about the motivation right from the opening tip?
We just wanted to have a good defensive game, come out ready and make sure we communicate and run back, because these guys are very talented, and we did a great job.
The communication paid off. Thanks so much.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And let's reveal our player of the game, Rudy Gobert.